Dan, love the shirt. Oh yeah, I don't have to tell you anything, right?
Do you want your mic on now?
Yeah.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4 of round robin play in this tournament. This would be the fall face-off, Aspen fall face-off, 12U AA group. I'm going to turn on my phone right now to see if the YouTube is coming through okay. Hopefully we won't mute partway through and forget to turn it back on again for you. I mean, the most important thing to do is to see what's going on, which is the reason that I do the talking part, so you can hear what's going on. Particularly if you're driving or something like that, it's definitely important. Audio unmuted. Huh? Flashlight. What? Thank you. End of regulation, 3-3. Cool, that's within the point. I think that ties us with the Twan and just beat them, so that puts us ahead. Which puts us at number 2 in the Atlantic. Sorry. All right, folks, I'm currently tuning in. There we are. Yep, we are live. 6 people watching. Outstanding. So we're at the Good Rink. Air quotes around that. This is the Lewis Ice Arena, which is at the rec center here in Aspen. Definitely, the ice is probably the same, probably also good, but the facilities are a whole lot nicer. Stands are a whole lot nicer. You can actually view and video from the side as opposed to from the end, which makes it just a little bit better for sure. Yeah, looks like we're live. Excellent. And honestly, it's fairly warm in here, so that's pretty comfortable. So the upshot here is that right now, DU also, they lost a game earlier this afternoon. So they're at 3-1. That's a team that beat Mountain Select. Mountain Select is a 2-1. Utah Junior Grizzlies are both at 2-1. So if Mountain Select wins, they'll go to 3-1. They'll be tied with DU. If the Junior Grizzlies also win, then they'll go to 3-1, and we'll have three teams tied for first. At which point they've all beaten each other in a roundy-round kind of way. So the next tiebreaker will probably be the goal differential. Right now, Mountain Select is second in the goal differential. So what we can hope for here is Mountain Select will A, win this game, and B, win this game fairly handily with a nice solid goal differential. And that should, knock on wood, ensure that they will be number one or number two in the round robin play. And that will ensure them a spot in the playoff game tomorrow. So again, we're thinking that there will only be one game, the championship game tomorrow. There is no quarterfinals, no semifinals and finals. There is just a finals game. So you need to be one of the top tomorrow. Is this Riz? Bummer. That would be the Buffalo Sabres that we're talking about, not Mountain Select. So here we go, folks. Looking for a nice, solid back end-to-end, top-to-bottom performance by this Mountain Select program to just go ahead and win this game and win it handily. And that should ensure them a spot in the championship game tomorrow. If they win it barely, then they'll still look pretty good. If they do not win this game, it'll be difficult for them to play tomorrow. So fingers crossed, pull for your team, see if they can get this done. They'll be playing the same group that played this morning. They all are looking comfortable with each other, playing well together. So we'll have the three forward lines, I believe, with the same exact lineups. And then we'll have the five defensemen playing drop-in style, but the five of them are very familiar with each other and they can play well together. And then finally on the back row will be Mr. Wyatt Jardy, who has been playing great goalie. Let's look for him to shut the other team down, and we're ready for the puck to drop. Dylan Banker line out there, one back by Highland Hills. Highland Hills player turns, enters the zone, forced wide by Sawyer. Puck comes right out in front. Oh, that was a good chance for the Highland Hills program. They got a couple turnover right now. That's going to go right in on Jardy. He plays it in the corner. Nice play up to Asher. Asher's coming up the right wing. He tries to get it ahead to Bankert, but it kind of does not quite get there. Puck is now going into the Mountain Select. Into the Highland Hills zone. Picked up over there by Zach. Zach is looking around. He's got two players on him. Asher goes to join him. Puck comes up to the blue line, but doesn't make it. Zach turns, comes out. It looks like we've got a chance here for. Oh my God! It's a great shot by Gavin, and the goalie fumbled the rebound, and it was lined there open, but Maura Burnett could not quite get good wood on it as the player had them all tied up. So now we are coming out of the zone. Highland Hills moving the puck through center ice, sends it in deep, fields back for a change. That was a funny bounce off of the backboards. Picked up nicely by Tucker. He sends it ahead to Popek. Picked up by Cipriani. He gets through. Cipriani, kid hacking at him. Cipriani, he couldn't get the shot off, but the puck almost drifted in on its own. Player from Highland Hills sends it forward. It's going to be a 3-on-2 coming in on an Avalanche. On the Select. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I wasn't watching the Avalanche game earlier, who, by the way, lost to the Bruins. Sawyer goes behind, gets the puck. She's moving up the near side, the right wing of the Select. She gets the puck forward again. She's followed up by Popek. Popek makes a nice move coming through center ice. He goes down low. He's looking for a shot. Gets a good shot off the goalie. Gets a change. Rest of his forwards weren't really crashing the net. I don't know if Slava's got a different program going on right now, but they don't look like they are really giving it a whole shot. It's not. No, sorry, that was by Gus. Now we're coming out of the zone again. Maura Burnett coming in by himself, gets through one player, gets a shot off. Rising shot goes over the top of the net. Got a partial change by the forwards, so now we have the two Dillons on either side of Nora Burnett. Puck gets past Garvey. Good grief. Make that. I'm going to start over again. Anyway, puck goes deep into the select zone. Kinghorn picks it up. He sends it forward. Gets intercepted. That goes towards Jardy. He sends it into the corner. Puck misses Brenner as he's coming out of the zone. They send it back in. Garvey is there. Nice defense. They're going to call a trip on Kinghorn. There's a collision over there against the wall, and the collision ends up being a tripping call against Kinghorn. All right, first power play goes to the Highland Hills Jaguars. Going all good? 5-on-4. The penalty killers include Weinrich. Weinrich was trying to dash. He was anticipating a D-to-D pass there. Brenner, nice work. Tucker Murray gets the puck, goes behind his own goal line. He's looking up. He just sends it softly out of the zone, but a little bit out of Brenner's reach, so that's going to be an icing. That was a good win and good puck control by Select, though. Now they're going to take it back into their own zone. Face-off will be to Wyatt Jardy's left. Brenner, Weinrich, Tucker Murray, and Gavin Kinghorn are the penalty killers. Puck is won back by, nice work there. Puck is won back in the end. Going to be a shot opportunity. Good save. Wyatt Jardy, good reaction save on the spin around shot there. Nolan gets the puck and slaps it up the boards. Tenacious work there by the Jaguars. Good goaltending by Wyatt. Good save there too on a tough angle shot by the big guy from Highland Hills. Puck comes out to the blue line. Man sends it back down low. He pinches in, gets the puck, pass back. Good save again by Wyatt. Excellent work. 38 seconds left on the penalty kill. Puck's no icing. Brenner is hustling down, and he wants to get to that puck first. Has his stick lifted. Bankert goes in after him. Still 28 seconds left on the penalty kill. They can't be taking this too for granted. Sawyer steps up. Nice work. Sawyer is going to get a chance here. She's carrying it in. Gets a nice shot off, but it goes just outside of the post. That was excellent work by Sawyer to carry that in. That was a beautiful scoring opportunity from where we were standing. We could see what she was thinking as she shot towards that top corner. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill. Highland Hills gets it into the zone. Bankert with a good back check. Sawyer has it. She sends it long. There'll be no icing on that. Heads off for a change. Nope, stays on the ice. Looks like we've completed the change. I think we got Bankert out there. Garvey out there. Sawyer gets a stick on that, but he goes into the zone. Gus is there, knocks the centering pass down. Bankert's coming up. He's got a step. Looks like Zach is going with him. He goes down low. Puck goes in. Zach has it behind the net. He's looking around. Asher's out front. Asher shows him a stick. And that's a goal. That's a goal. Beautiful work there by young Zach Lauerman. Comes from behind the net. Sees the goalie had leaned away from the post and gets him short side. Drops in for the first goal. Goes in favor of Mountain Select. That was nice work. Good momentum shift there. They kill off the penalty. Come down, get possession, and score a goal. That's good stuff there. Puck comes to center ice. We're now out there with the Mora Burnett line. Popek and Cipriani. Mora gets the puck in center ice, comes back to Nolan. Nolan goes across to Tucker. Tucker looks up. Nice diagonal pass, gets up to Cipriani. Cipriani coming in. Player leans on him, pulls him down. There is a call on that. Mora Burnett fighting to try to get the puck. It's going to be whistle dead there. All right. Next power play goes to Mountain Select. See if they can build on this. Go ahead and get another goal, this time on the power play. The skaters will remain the same. Mora Burnett between Popek and Cipriani. And on defense is Tucker and Nolan getting themselves arranged. I think they're trying to get a play together, see if they win the face-off, and just go ahead and get a good scoring opportunity right off the hop. Wins it back. There we go, right over to Nolan. He's looking for a shot. Sends it into Popek, Mora Burnett, who was coming down the middle. That was nicely put together. That was looking good. Mora working hard to keep the puck in. Unfortunately, he gets knocked down. Highland Hills players coming in. It's got Cipriani all over him. They go in just about offsides, but they have to dump it in. Highland Hills does to get a change and not be offsides. Puck comes ahead to Cipriani, but it just couldn't quite collect that. Highland Hills player collects it, sends it down back into the select zone. Highland Hills is changing, so Select's got a free out. Get the puck to Popek. 52 seconds left on the power play. Popek gets it over to Mora. Mora looks up, drops it over to, oh, that was a nice idea. Tried to spinorama pass down to Popek as he was going down the slot, but it hit a skate and didn't make it. Highland Hills player picks it up. He's played with a high stick, but they're not going to call it. Gavin Kinghorn collects it, puts it in deep. Popek goes in to get the puck on the forecheck. Sawyer is there to hold it at the blue line, but he gets past her. On him. He's going to have to go a little bit faster. Reverses it to himself behind the net. Sends it up. Breakout's happening. Player falls. Maura Burnett was trying to get it to himself, but the player fell at his feet, and so he just wanted to make sure it came out of the zone. Back to Sawyer. She goes tough across there. We're back out there now. We have Garvey out there. He gets poked just before he gets that pass off. Kinghorn sends it to himself inside the blue line. Comes out. Penalty, power play is over. 5-on-5 hockey. Intercepted. Here comes Garvey, and he is offsides. Oh, Garvey read that play perfectly and stepped in, intercepted it just outside the blue line. But one of the players on the scrum here against the boards was just inside the blue line for an offsides. Took away a great scoring opportunity from Garvey. So now out there, Brenner with the two Dylans. Defense of Sawyer. Desi wins it forward, gets it down to Weinreich, back to Desi. Desi down to Weinreich. Garvey goes to get it. Player pokes it past Garvey. Team's playing just a little bit slow right now. I'd like them to move their feet and their brains just a little bit more. Gavin Kinghorn makes some nice moves, gets the puck in low, gets it back, puts it right out in front. Backhand chance by Brenner. Does not quite make it to the net. Garvey on the forecheck, and we have a penalty called here. Trip on Select. On the near side, couldn't quite see what's going on. Now the next power play goes to Jaguars. Well, maybe they can kill this one off and then go ahead and score a goal right afterwards. That would be good for me. Face-off is coming down to Wyatt's right. Bankert out there to take the face-off. Gus on one side playing defense. On the penalty kill. Nice. Dylan Weinreich. I'm sorry. Zach Lauerman coming down. Leans into the player, but the player forces him off. Keeps the puck down there. Bankert, master of the back check and the hustle, gets there. Steals the puck from underneath the guy's stick. Now he's coming down. He's got a stick out front, but he can't quite get there. A couple of good chances getting the puck in deep by Select. Now another turnover by Highland Hills. Lauerman working hard. He looks up. Bankert was heading in down the slot, but he ends up putting it down low. Highland Hills has 50 seconds left on their power play. Bankert again there to knock the puck off of the player's stick. They get it up across the blue line. Nolan bobbles it for a second, sends it forward. Highland Hills player comes away with it. Gets a pass down low to his teammate, but luckily Gus was there covering the player, and there was nothing to come in and get a shot off because Gus was in his jersey. All right, we are on 28 seconds left on the penalty kill. Unfortunately, right now, the scorekeeper is very good at what he does, and so he runs the clock, but he doesn't run the penalty. It takes an extra bit of deftness as a scorekeeper to do that. I know, I've tried. Puck is won back by Highland Hills. Once again, they have 28 seconds left. Comes out front. Player can't get the shot off. It was a good defensive play by Select. Comes out to Cipriani. He gets out of the zone, pays a price, and gets called on the check. So next power play is going to go to Select. Interestingly enough, the game before this was a U14 game, and it was the same two programs. It was Mountain Select versus Highland Hills, and we were watching it, and it seemed like an endless parade in and out of the penalty box in that game as well, as this game has started out. Hopefully the Select program can clean it up a little bit and stay out of the box, let Highland Hills take all the penalties. Face-off will be down in the Highland Hills zone. To their goalie's left, Popek there to take the face-off. Wins it laterally, but is picked up by a Highland Hills player. Cipriani hustles in there. Popek is after it. Highland Hills players undercuts him. Kopech still with the working hard, gets the puck away. Oh, just tried to drift it over to Cipriani, but it does not quite get there. Highland Hills is coming into the zone. 2 more seconds of 5-on-5. Puck comes out. Here comes Kopech. Kopech sends it across to Maura Burnett. Maura Burnett's got a step. Oh, good save by the goalie there. Maura Burnett with a nice move. Tries to get past, dangle past the player, but the goalie stuck out a leg pad. Made a great save on a dashing Maura. Maura playing hard through neutral ice. Gets a slashing call. Oh my gosh. Parade upon parade in and out of the box. It looked like the slashing. He was a little aggressive, I'm not going to lie. "45 seconds left in this first period. We get 35 seconds of 4-on-4 power play. 4-on-4 play. Down towards wide. He's paying attention. He shovels that wide. Gus is battling hard. Their big guy comes up with it. He's trying to circle out in front, but the puck is swept off of his stick. Sawyer goes back. She wins it in her skates, brings it up the near side. Player at the blue line, lofts it towards Dwyatt, who's there with a good glove save. That was fun to watch from this angle as it was drifting in on him with a bunch of sticks and people waving in front of it. He kept his eyes firmly glued on the puck and drops into his glove for a whistle. Looks like, I'm not sure if there's going to be a puck drop before this. There is a puck drop. Puck goes in deep. Nice work, Sawyer. Sawyer just wins that away from the player before he could do what he was hoping to do. And we are at 1-0. 1 period down. Going to have 8 seconds of 4-on-4, and then there's going to be about a minute power play for Highland Hills. I think Coach Slab over there, while he's diagramming this up, is also going to tell them to stop taking penalties. But in general, they're playing well. They're not playing quite as quickly as they were this morning. I'd like to see them take it up a notch. Foot speed and brain speed. Wyatt is playing very well in net. Paying attention. He's on point. Random pucks coming at him from weird angles, and he has been there for all of them. We'll keep that up, knock on wood. Kill off this penalty, make sure they're playing positionally strong in a penalty kill, and then get on down there and get themselves another goal. That gentleman right now is walking in front of the screen, name of Brian Doyle. He does most of the video work for the Highland Hills program. We've gotten to talk a couple of times. We're standing here with the tripod, which feels pretty fancy, but then you've got this. These guys do it right. Camera. They even have a small camera that points at the scoreboard the whole time. So instead of somebody keeping track of the score like we do, they have a small camera. I don't know if you can see it in the top right of his screen down there. Right there. It's a camera that's aimed at the scoreboard, so it's live. Very cool. That's very cool. And he was telling me that not only does he broadcast it live, but he also records it in 4K. Yeah, he's got a gizmo down there that does a bunch of stuff. Very impressive. So once again, we are 4-on-4 for 8 seconds, and then it's going to be a power play for Highland Hills. So let's see if Sawyer can wrap that around. Comes over to Garvey, it looks like. No, comes out. Shot from the Highland Hills player does not get there. Gus sends it up the boards. It is now a Highland Hills power play. Gus circles behind his own net, sends it up to Garvey. Garvey makes the catch. He's looking. He sends it off the board, gets it out. Nice pass ahead off the wall to Weinreich. Weinreich keeps it going forward. Garvey gets it. He sends it forward. Garvey's heading down. Weinreich's at forecheck. Highland Hills player picks it up. He's coming out. Got to get the two speedy Garveys. Shot goes way up over the top. 2 speedy Dylans is what I was trying to say. Actually, all 3 Dylans on our team are very fast. Nicely picked up here by Weinreich. Goes across far side to Gus. Gus is looking. Sends the puck up the boards. Nicely tipped ahead by Weinreich. Players coming into the zone. Good stick there by Nolan to send that aside. Sawyer is after it now. She gets there. She sends it up. Here we've got Brenner coming in, one-on-one with the goalie, and he scores! Outstanding. Desi Brenner comes out of the penalty box, skates across the blue line, yells for the puck, and I believe it was one of the Dylans looked up and saw him there, got the puck ahead to him. Desi does a great job of turning into the zone, not being offsides, fakes the goalie down, gets a backhand past him for 2-0 now in favor of Select. Same kind of program. They kill off a penalty and score a goal. I like it. Puck goes into the zone. Lauerman's after it. Bankert is after it. Bankert has the puck. He's going to the center. He's going to get a shot here. And he goes over the top of the net. Oh, that was another fantastic scoring opportunity for Select there. Unfortunately, Bankert missed the net. Asher's coming back hard on the back check. He and the player go down. Next player in is from Jaguars, and he picks it up and dumps it into the Select zone. Nolan has it, tries to send it up to his wing, but it hits a couple players. Players trying to come out. He does come out of the corner. Gets backhand off towards Wyatt. Wyatt was reaching out with his stick. Oh, now we're coming down here. Lauerman with speed. Gets a shot off. Goalie makes a great save with an outstretched leg pad on a good shot by Lauerman. Good opportunity there, too, for Select. Goalie came up big for that team right now. That would have been a special momentum changer right there. So we're still playing 5-on-5 hockey. Have for most of a minute now, so that's a good thing in this game so far. Kinghorn and Gus on defense. Puck comes back, comes over to Kinghorn. Kinghorn sends it down softly for Cipriani to go and get. Popek is over there with him. Cipriani sends it to Popek. Popek is stripped of the puck, but he's got nice work. David Mora turns, gets the puck down low to Cipriani. Cipriani couldn't quite send the puck out in front to us. Mora, who was spinning around and heading down the slot. Here comes the Jaguars out of the zone, coming down the right wing, chugging in. Nice work there by Gus to go ahead and knock that centering pass down. Puck comes up against the iron on the side of the net. Up the far side, good breakout here. Oh, we should have just skated that there, Mr. Mora, but I shouldn't blame these kid players. There's a good pass ahead. Asher's coming down. No, I'm sorry, that was Mora. Cipriani finds a space. No! Found a space between a couple of defenders and comes into the face-off dot. He's on the hash marks and just couldn't get the shot off. That'll be an offsides against the Jaguars just as they enter the zone and get a shot off, but Jerry had that in his sights. No problem on the save. All right, so once again, 2-0 in favor of Select. 9:50 left in the second period. Shots are about even at 7-8. I would imagine both of the coaches were pretty hard on their teams about all the penalties. There we go. Puck goes up the far side. Picked up by Brenner. Brenner sends it forward. Does not get it past the second man. Now it comes back to Sawyer. She goes hard across to Nolan. Nolan sends it up to Brenner again. Brenner sends it forward. Goes to get it. Comes up the near glass. Brenner sends it to Garvey. Garvey skating down. He gets down behind the net. Puts it out in front, but there was no stick there. Shot from the point by Sawyer. Oh! Rebound attempt by Garvey. Just drifts wide. Attempt to come out to the blue line. Therese is intercepted by a Highland Hills player. Sawyer has it. She gets the puck, sends it up to Weinreich. He sends it down low, takes an elbow in the chin for his efforts, but it goes into the zone. He gets a change. Now the puck is coming up the near side, kept in by Garvey and Bankert. Now Bankert were looking like they were going to have an opportunity. Picked off nicely by Gavin. He sends it across up to Weinreich. Weinreich goes over to Asher, intercepted. Players coming through center ice. It is an offside. I was calling offsides there. Took a little second for the whistle. Wrister towards Jardy, but he is there with the glove once again on a shot on an offsides play. Faceoff is going to be just outside of the Select zone. Anchor line still out there. Anchor wins it nicely back to Gavin. Gavin sends it up to Lauerman. Lauerman gets around one. Couldn't quite get through the last guy. That was really close, but good skate by the last defender to knock it down. Here comes the Jaguars. Tucker Murray forces him wide, stays with him the whole way through, negates any opportunity for a pass to go across there. Now the puck is coming out of the zone, gets it up to Banker. Banker's, tries to get it across to Asher. Asher is in deep. He looks up. Bankert is there. Bankert curls behind. Tries to get the centering pass, but that hit his skate and went back behind the net. Player for Highland Hills is now bringing it forward. Tries to go off the boards. Intercepted by Gavin. Gavin dangles for Bankert. Bankert's heading in. He's going to get a shot. Gets it across. Gets it across to Maura Burnett. No, I'm sorry, over to Popek. Popek tries to shoot behind the player, behind the goalie, and misses it out on the far side. That was a great deception pass there by a speedy Zach Lauerman. Good scoring opportunity. So we're in the second period still. About 7 minutes left in the second period. Score is 2-0 in favor of Select. See if they can get some more goals here. They seem to be carrying the play, but I certainly don't want to count any chickens, as I say way too often. More Burnett. Face off one over. Cipriani goes and gets it. He looks up. He sends it off to Sawyer. Sawyer with a shot. It goes in! Sawyer Roman with a wrister from the blue line. Top, down and in. Fan favorite Sawyer is. You can hear the crowd yelling for her and her teammates. Very excited for her. That was an unbelievable shot. Goalie thought he had it, but he did not. He misplayed it, and it went tink down and in. 3-0 in favor of Mountain Select. And there's a penalty posted, but it looks like 5-on-5 hockey, so I'm not sure what that is. Intercepted by the player from the Jaguars. He drops it to his teammate. Teammate sends it down low. Puck just drifted into the blue paint. Wyatt scrambling, makes several good saves. Reaction saves there by Wyatt. Jerry, momentum saving reaction saves there by Wyatt. That was beautiful. That was awkward. Puck bouncing around, shots coming at him, funny angles and funny bounces, but he got all of them and freezes it for a whistle. Face-off will be to Wyatt's right. Brenner there to take the face-off. Brenner wins it back, but it ends up on a Highland Hills, but it ends up coming out on Lauerman's stick. Lauerman skating forward, gets it over to Garvey. Garvey opens up. He has the shot, sends it out in front. He had Weinreich coming down hard. Weinreich got a set. It just went wide. Player is pushing Weinreich into the boards. Weinreich battling for it. Brenner comes to support him, but the puck comes up to the that actually been my friend Brian Doyle's son, number 71. Comes back out to him again on the half boards. He shovels it ahead to the next player. Nice work there by Tucker Murray with the skate to totally negate that entrance attempt. Then he did it again. Shot coming here. That one goes wide. Comes up to the blue line. There with a one-timer, but deflected it a bit. But once again, Wyatt was paying attention and got his leg pad down for the save. So 3-0 now in favor of Select. 4 minutes left in the second period. Players for Highland Hills extolling their team, trying to get them going. Banker takes the face-off. Kinghorn comes up with it. He drops it over to Sawyer. Sawyer sends it ahead. Coming across center ice. Gavin is there next. Gavin sends it up to Banker. Banker to Lauerman. Lauerman dangles through. That was a really nice defensive play by that kid from Highland Hills, because he was facing a 3-on-1, and then he ended up with the puck instead. Drop pass by Highland Hills, not working out for them. Kinghorn carrying the puck forward. Gets across the blue line. Banker couldn't quite hold his skate on the blue paint and ends up being an offsides. And we are looking at a change now. I feel like this group should have changed, but they didn't. Back out there, Banker's still there for the face-off. Kinghorn and Sawyer on defense. One forward by Bankert, ends up going down to the goalie. Next guy in is a Dylan. No, I'm there. I'm on the wrong line. Sorry. I'm on the Lowerman, Bankert, and Asher line. Bankert nicely to Sawyer. She sends it down to Asher. Asher tries to send it out to Bankert, but the player is there to intercept. Gets past Asher up to the Highland Hills player. He's chugging through center ice. Sawyer has her eye on him with the good stick again. Oh, they got to get that puck out. Anyway, puck comes over. Kinghorn is there. He hits the boards hard with the puck. Gets through the player. Heading in. Lowerman and Bankert hard on the player. Nice move by the player to cut sharply behind the net. And now Highland Hills is into the zone, being watched carefully by several select players. Puck up the boards to Cipriani. Cipriani gets to the puck, gets to the front. Popek with the puck, and Popek with the puck. Oh, goalie makes a save with his glove on Popek from 8 feet out. That is not an easy thing to do. Popek generally scores from there, but the goalie made the save, so now we're down deep. Gus Funky has the puck wrapping around the boards over there. Battle going on. Highland Hills players come away with it. Still working on. They're trying to get it out. They got one man standing in front of the crease. Somebody's got to be watching him. Popek has the puck. He goes soft off the boards, but it's not soft enough. That should be an icing against the select team. Puck's going to come all the way back down to Wyatt's right. Score is 3-0 in favor of select. There's just over a minute left in the second period. Shots are pretty even at 10-11. David Moore to take the face off, wins it back cleanly to Gus. Gus sends it softly, he carries it, sends it up to Cipriani. Cipriani couldn't quite handle the pass. Bouncing puck gets around. Nolan ends up with it behind his own net. He comes back up to Vito. Vito gets shouldered, couldn't quite get the puck out. Highland Hills player with a hard shot towards the net, but Wyatt, totally on point again, is paying attention while the rest of his team is having a little hard time getting track of the puck. Wyatt was laser focused and got that with the red glove of shot death. Face-off will be to Wyatt's left. 20 seconds left in the period when the puck is dropped. Face-off is one back. Kinghorn gets it. He sends it behind, but the player was hooking him. Tucker Murray, once again, Mr. Paying Attention. He was there for a great pass out. Oh, Weinreich misses it, but here comes Brenner coming through. Get it over to Garvey. Garvey goes, dangles through, tried to get it down to down to Brenner, but it did not quite get there. Down to Weinreich, gets off, hits the iron, did not get out in front to Bezzy Brenner's stick that was wide open. Excuse me. And the two, 3-0 in favor of select. I like the way this game is trending. Let's hope that it stays that way. Talking about hockey.
Hanging out, watching hockey.
Watching hockey. Watch the game before this. Watching this hockey.
Watching all the hockey.
Watching all the hockey.
In person, online.
Yeah.
Denver,
Listen to it, watching it. Yeah.
Monroe's about to go on it. Get me some Monroe.
I was just looking over at Dad's shoulders watching the baseball game.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the
How
score?
is it? What series on right
Yeah, I think it's 0-0 early. Yeah. Excuse me. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing that some fine tuning there by Coach Slava, making sure that the kids are making sure they're playing their system. Still need to speed it up just a little bit if you ask me. But again, I like the way this game is trending. As I said this morning in the morning game, goal number 1, win the period. Goal number 2, win the next period. Third period, and then win the game. So far, they are doing well. They won all the periods this morning. They won the first 2 periods of this game. See if they can keep it up, win this third period, and go ahead and finish the game off. And hopefully guaranteeing themselves a spot in the game tomorrow. I'm not going to jinx myself by having a look at the standings to see if the other team is playing right now. The DU Pioneers have already played 4 games. They're 3-1. And then we're looking to see what's going to happen with the Utah Grizzlies. They should be playing, I assume, about now, but probably over at the other rink. All right, Brenner line out there. Weinreich and Garvey to either side of him. Summit Kid centering 2 Vale kids. The other line, we have a Steamboat Kid centering 2 Summit kids. Oh, chugging down the middle. It's in and up. Oh, what a save by the goalie. I'm sorry, Dylan Weinreich just speeding down the middle. Gets the puck and tries to lift it over the goalie's leg pad, but the goalie was he just couldn't quite get it up as he was being hooked as he got down there. Puck goes into the corner, comes out to Tucker Murray. Murray gets a shot towards the net. Intercepted by a Highland Hills player, sends it up to his teammate. He bobbles a little bit in center ice, but he's coming through. Puck keeps going forward, ends up on Tucker Murray's stick. He looks up, gets it to Weinreich. Weinreich sends it forward to Brenner. Brenner runs over the player, but the player got there first. Weinreich has it. He tries to dangle around the player, but it does not happen. Nice back check by Lauerman and make sure that the kid does not get an opportunity. Puck goes forward, bouncing around, shot from a tough angle, goes behind the net. Nolan has some time. He sends it softly up the boards, does not come out. Player with a nice deft. Oh, player down low. He falls before he can turn and get the shot off. Sawyer has it. She sends it up to Weinreich. Weinreich couldn't control it, but he gets it up to Brenner. Brenner with one step can get past the player. He does. He's going in 1-on-1. He goes through backhand, gets the shot off. Oh, the next guy in is Lauerman, and he was unable to settle that down and get a shot off. Brenner goes for a change. Bankert comes out in his place. Comes out to the blue line. Nolan with a shot, goes towards the net. Gets deflected by Asher, but it goes wide. Comes out. Player ends up with it is from Highland Hills. He's coming through the zone. Good back check by Bankert. And then Nolan closes on him, and he just shovels the backhand down. Sawyer gets it out to Asher. Asher looks up, gets it to Bankert. He sends it off the boards to himself, but a little bit flat. It's going to probably be an icing on select at will. Going ahead and get ourselves a defensive change. Tucker and Gus step out on defense. We're going to stay out there with the Bankert, Asher, and Zach line. Bankert should take the face off to Wyatt's right. Sends it over nicely over to Murray. Murray goes softly to Gus. He sends it up. Oh, just out of there. It was a nice breakout that was happening there, but the puck just bounced a little bit funny on Bankert and his own to control it. See if we can do it over again. Tucker Murray with a nice spin move. This time to Asher on the near boards. Up to Bankert. Bankert gets around the player at the blue line. He's chugging in. Guys trying from behind. Nice pass to Weinreich. He couldn't get the shot off, but he gets the puck back. Loses the puck. Got a couple players changing for select. Oh, nicely done by Popek to just strip that puck at center ice. And that's going to be an offsides against, offsides against the Jaguars. Popek jumped out of the boards and looked like they were coming in with speed. Got his stick in his hand quickly and just knocked that puck down. We're in the third period, 11:30 left in the game. Shots are 12-12. The score, however, is 3-0 in favor of Select, which again is the number that really matters. Puck goes deep into the Select zone. One guy kicking the puck forward. Sawyer is on him. He turns. He tries to get it out in front. Sends it out to the blue line. Player is pressured, so he sends it down. Sawyer and Gavin are there. Puck gets sent out, but Bankert does a good job of getting it forward. Popek turns. He's got Cipriani heading down the left wing. Let's go, Vito. Vito pushes it ahead to himself. Backhander, and he lofts it into the net for a 4-0 lead by Mountain Select. Vito Cipriani pulls off a spectacular backhand goal up over the goalie's shoulder, seemingly out of nowhere. It looked like he wasn't even going to get a shot off. The puck rolled on him. He was stretching forward. Guy was going for him, and he somehow or another got his stick underneath the goalie's shoulder for a very nice goal. 4-0 now in favor of Select. 11 minutes left in the third period. Brenner line out there. Puck is won back by Jaguars. Brenner goes and meets the man in the boards. Gets ahead. We got Garvey heading down the left wing. Garvey turns. He's looking out front for Weinreich. Still didn't get to him, but Weinreich with a tough angle shot, hoping for a rebound off the goalie. Ends up, goalie couldn't control it. Puck goes forward. Brenner gains the blue line, gets around. Oh, just not quite. He made the move around the player, but the puck was just out of his reach. Comes across to Garvey. It was a good idea, but it was just a little bit off from Garvey. Still keeping the puck down there. Weinreich turns. He's looking up, gets it over to Brenner. Brenner goes for a shot. hoping for a rebound out in front, but it's knocked down by a Jaguar player. Now here comes Highland Hills trying to come out of the zone, but they give the puck up. Garvey looking backhanded towards the goalie. He makes a glove save and gets the whistle because his team needed a change. They were tired. They were trapped in their own zone and running around. Nice work there by the Mountain Select team to keep the pressure on. I like this. Again, the game is trending the way I was hoping it would. Funky and Nolan on defense. Puck comes out of the zone. Gus gets there first, but unfortunately, puck bounced funny. And they're on sides. Shot opportunity for the player from the Highland Hills, but he whiffed on it and then fell. Puck's bouncing around. Banker takes a second, moves the puck up, comes out to the blue line, but it is shot on net. Line is tipped on the way in, but again, our man, Wyatt Jurdy, paying attention. He just traps that underneath his blocker. Underneath his catcher up against his leg pad for a whistle. 9:39 left in the third, 4-0 in favor of Select. Banker line. Banker wins the faceoff back to Murray. Tucker goes back, sends it over to Kinghorn. Kinghorn spins it up gets it right back, sends it across to Asher. Asher's heading down the right side, gets to the blue line and sends it deep. He's got Bankert and Zach on the other side. Zach comes away with the puck. He's skating towards the slot, tries to put it out in front for Asher, but that gets swept away. Comes out to Tucker at the blue line. Tucker's looking, decides there's no shot opportunity, so he sends it down low for Asher to go and get. Asher brings it out to Kinghorn. Kinghorn with a nice move and a good shot just off the outside of the net. That was a really just strong play by Kinghorn right there. Anyway, puck comes through center ice, and we have a whistle. With a hand signal by the ref that I don't understand. Sort of waved his hand. Oh, looks like we have a Zach Lauerman going on the box. I don't know what that means. Matt, what is this as a penalty? Hand pass, but it doesn't put you in the box.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's a weird one.
Yeah. So anyway, power play now for Highland Hills. It's been a long time since we've had a penalty. Good pass there, but the kid whiffed on the one-timer. Tucker Murray gets there, sends it up to Vito. Vito chips it out of the zone, looking for Popek, who was dashing. Puck goes far side. There will be no icing. Popek going down. Highland Hills misses their outlet pass. Tucker Murray goes back to get it. There will be no icing. 1 minute on the penalty kill. He sends it ahead to Vito. Vito sends it up to Popek. Popek dashes across the far side, gains the blue line. He's going in short-handed, but he ends up getting stripped just before he gets a shot off. Good breakout there by Highland Hills. Players coming across. Nolan comes over to greet him. Gets a backhander off, lofts it over the net. Good speed by that Highland Hills player. Popek going the other way. Cipriani trailing him. Popek looking for some space. Player closes on him. He's still after the player. There's 25 seconds left on the penalty kill. Let's keep it down there, boys. Cipriani goes down to the ice and keeps that puck in, but he gets past him. This time he gets shoved into the boards. They're going to go ahead and call that as the player shoved him into the boards from behind with his elbows. So that'll be a interference/checking penalty on the Jaguars. So now it's going to be 4-on-4 player for 16 seconds. Faceoff is going to be to the Jaguar goalie's right. Brenner is out there. Faceoff is dropped, ends up coming out to the blue line, kept in by Sawyer. Good pass over to Nolan. Nolan, I like that shot choice. He was skating sideways. He saw he had a screen from the Highland Hills defender, so he shot it right next to the kid's hip, but it ended up hitting the kid's stick and deflecting up into the air. So now it comes back. Nolan sends it over to Sawyer. Sawyer has a second. She looks up. Nice stiff pass to Weinreich, who was heading through the zone. She's got great vision. Our girl, Sawyer, really good vision. Head on her shoulder, good skating, good stick, all of the above. And what a shot on that goal, too. So we're at 7 minutes left in the third period. 4-0 in favor of Select. It is now a power play for Select. Win the puck over to Murray. Murray dangles for a second, sends it over to Kinghorn. Kinghorn sends it up to Garvey. Garvey couldn't quite control the pass, so it gets out to center ice. Comes back to Kinghorn. Kinghorn's, no, I'm sorry, that was Gus. My mistake. That 4 on the end of their number sometimes gets me, and they're both big, smooth, and good players. So, oh, I was way behind on the play on that one. I'm sorry about that, folks. That was some nice work by young Dylan Garvey. He comes down the left wing on the power play. The Highland Hills players were just kind of standing there watching him. So he's like, sure, I'll take the ice. So he skates down through the face-off dot. Goalie comes out to face him. Goalie has to stay against the post, and he's not very tall. Garvey just nails a shot over his shoulder into the top corner for a 5-0 lead for Select. Puck comes back to center ice. There is about 7 minutes left in the game. 6:48 just now when I looked a second ago. Around, not in a good place. Oh, Highland Hills player got a shot off, but it went wide. I think that Wyatt might have had that one pegged, but he didn't need to because it went wide. Tucker has it, goes softly over to Asher. Asher is there. He sends it up the boards to Bankert. Bankert in the right place at the right time with good speed. He gets hacked at, but he sends the puck in low and goes to get it. Oh, player manages to poke it away from him, does a nice reverse behind his own net. He's looking up. He's got a man skating across. He's going to go long diagonal there. Puck is not caught. Bankert turns. Asher's waiting at the blue line. Bankert has it swept, but he goes and gets it. Asher's out front. Oh, that one just hit weird ice right there and didn't make it. Oh, what a tip that was there by young Asher on the slap shot from the other side. He got a stick on it and knocked it down and it bounced, but it didn't bounce in. Puck through center ice. Asher picks it up. He's going on one-on-one. Man is coming off the bench. Good shot by Asher. Goalie makes the save with a leg pad. Couldn't control it up in the center ice. Their big number 1 guy runs into Sawyer. He loses. The Sawyer is tough. Puck gets sent across. Sawyer goes to get it. She should just send it deep and go and get a change. She sends it deep, no change. Bankert goes for a change. We're now out there with parts of the, there we go. We got the Mora Burnett line out. Nice move by their big guy coming out of the zone. Gotta pay attention to that guy. Good back pressure by Mora. Sends him over to Gavin, and when he sees Gavin coming at him and Moran behind him, he just goes ahead and chips the puck in low. Popek coming through. Puck bounced up in the air. Oh, tries to get it over to Mora because he was going to be the first guy in, but the puck gets knocked into the air, and it didn't happen. Puck comes across. Here comes the player with a slap shot towards the net for the Jaguars, but that goes wide. Good skip by Gavin, sends it ahead. Cipriani couldn't poke it out, but this time it comes out. Got Popek at the blue line. He tries to get it ahead to him. He does. It's onside. Player dropped his stick. Cipriani with a wrister. Good save by the goalie. Tough one for the goalie as Cipriani was moving sideways and spinning. Cipriani comes out, puts it out in front. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not Cipriani. That was David Mora came out with it. Tries to get it out. Here comes Highland Hills into the zone. Gus turns behind his own net. Looks at Nolan, doesn't pass it to him. He's got some speed. He sends it up to Popek. Popek at the blue line, one-on-one with the goalie. Makes a shot and scores. 6-0 in favor of Select. 4 minutes left in the game. And I really like the way these kids, I think they're pretty classy, you know? I mean, they're beating this team. They're beating them pretty badly, 6-0 now. So they're a little fist bump, not a bunch of jumping around, a bunch of yelling. Just a nice casual fist bump. We're doing what we need to do to get ourselves in that championship game tomorrow. The shots are 18-13 now in favor of Select. First time I think they've been ahead in the shot category, although it's been pretty even all the way through. Puck is coming up the near side, kept in by Brenner. Finally, the player spins away from him and gets it out. He tries to send it blindly across, but it's intercepted by Garvey. Garvey's heading down the left wing. Sends a shot across, hoping for Weinreich's stick. Weinreich just couldn't get a tip on as the man was injured short. Puck comes across, didn't quite make it over to Brenner, but Brenner keeps skating. He's after it. He gets it at the red line. He turns. Nice move there to get past the player, but it just escaped him. Garvey spinning. He settles the puck in deep. He heads off for a change. There's about 3 minutes left in the game now. Still 6-0 in favor of Select. Players coming out down the left wing. Brenner back hard on the back check. Murray didn't even have to do anything playing defense. Nice pass ahead by Kinghorn. Gets it up to Garvey. Garvey's looking for a shot. That hits the body. Doesn't make it anywhere. Weinreich is the next guy in. Gets the puck out on the Bankert stick. Bankert tries to send it down Low comes out to Kinghorn. Kinghorn with a shot from the blue line that whistles over the top of the net. Select is just carrying the play down in the zone with the good forecheck. Can't quite see what's going on down there. I know one of the Dylans is going to get a penalty for that little push. Although we were a partial line change, so it might not be one of the Dylans because Asher was out. No. It was Lauerman, I'm sorry. We made a line change that I didn't notice. Zach Lauerman goes to the box for the last 2 minutes of this game. Minute and a half for him on the penalty kill. I think it might be about a minute and a half. It's run clock now that there's a 6-goal difference. Face-off will be to Wyatt's right. Bankert there to take the face-off. Bankert wins it back nicely with Sawyer. She sends it ahead. Player with a good shot. Wyatt is scrambling. He's there. He makes 2 good saves. Another good save. Puck is bouncing around. Next save is made by Asher, who steps in. They keep it in. Player's going to get a shot up, but he does not. Asher working hard. Bankert comes over. Here comes the player. Lovett sends it across to his teammate. Teammate with a shot. And our man Wyatt with the glove save to cement that one. That was beautiful. That was some scrambling work by Wyatt in his own crease. And some really good saves. Good work by his defenders, too. Keep that puck away from him as best as possible. Make sure that the pucks, they come out nice. Good breakout here. Oh, he hits a skate, but the puck comes out of the zone. Under a minute now left in the game. Comes back. Gus sends it forward. Here comes the Jaguars. Player gets wide. Gets a tough shot. Wyatt is there. Sends it behind the net. Player comes out. Tries to get it out in front. Nicely done by our man Gus. Good. Pay attention. He sends it up to Mora. Mora's skating down the right wing. Gets a shot off. Hits the goalie in the chest, and he covers for a whistle. "20 seconds now left in the game. Running clock. Puck will probably get dropped here down in the Jaguar zone. Brenner there to take the face off. Select is shorthanded again for 28 seconds more. 9 seconds left on the game. Puck is sent long. Player couldn't control it. Gus falls, but he sends the puck forward. Bankert is there to meet the guy. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is the win for Mountain Select. Yes, that was clinical. Clinical by this team. They did what they had to. They won every period and won the game to ensure, I believe, themselves a position in the playoff game tomorrow for the championship. Now we'll see who they're playing. There's a solid chance they'll end up playing the DU Pioneers, the only team that beat them, and see if they can work their way through the Pioneers system, which Coach Lava apparently labeled as the bus, where you have all 5 players in a rectangle in front of the goalie. And I guess the guy at the top is probably the center, and he's the bus driver. But it's hard to get through there. You got to step back a little bit, take more shots from outside, and only then go in and look for the rebound. But there's a bunch of players clogging up the middle of the ice. And if they do play him, hopefully their goalie won't be as hot as he was against them the other day. Folks, quality win. Game tomorrow is 11-ish, I believe. Make sure you check with your family members. We'll be here broadcasting live. Yeah, good game. Select, taking care of business. Have a nice night.